The Astilla is a primary weapon that came with the Plains of Eidolon update and is Gara's signature weapon. The gun follows the Arca series trend with the Arca Plasmor in the sense that despite using shotgun mods, it's not really a shotgun. The weapon fires single bullets, or shotgun slugs, at an enemy or object before exploding on impact, dealing a second source of damage about double that of the slug. Since it has no pellets, like the Arca Plasmor, the high status chance is excellent for the weapon, allowing consistent procs which often include impact and slash ones, due to these being the weapon's primary damage sources. The X still is more of an explosive rifle or mini grenade rifle in practice, and I recommend that you treat the gun as such to make the most out of it. The explosion range is rather small, so enemies must be close together, and the UI both adds the explosion and the slug together, so your actual damage for the slug or the AoE is going to be a bit less. As such, enemies near the explosion are only dealt about 2/3 of the total weapon damage, although multi-shot will of course double the instances of these damages when multi-shot occurs. In addition, as the weapon is classified as a shotgun and have fall-off, despite it still shooting a single slug, but the fall-off range is much higher than most shotguns, which starts at 40 meters and ends at 60 meters. After some fiddling around with crits, I found that versus Grineer at least, it did not seem worth it, so I came up with a full status/elemental build, including chilling reload for a quicker reload time. The high corrosive damage means that most procs will usually proc corrosive, quickly stripping armor and bleeding the enemy from within, with the occasional slash proc also helping versus said armored enemies. This build does very well versus Grineer and even the corrupted somewhat, although ammo will be an issue if you don't have ammo case from carrier. This build here is focused versus the Corpus in maximizing crowd control with gas and shield takedowns with cold. However, despite the cold damage, this can be used against the infested due to utilizing laser sight and shrapnel shot, which boosts the weapon's crit chance to 37% and the crit damage to about 3.8 times after a headshot and a kill. These crits will boost the gas and the slash procs, maximizing crowd control while still being okay versus low-level Grineer. This build here is my fun build, and while not the most practical, it does turn the weapon into a heavy slug rifle with a boost to magazine and fire rate, as well as shotgun ammo mutation to alleviate the heavy ammo usage this build uses. This build is good versus Grineer, better versus Corpus, and bad versus infested. The reduction in accuracy from Vicious Spread isn't that bad, and since I am not relying on crits anyways, accuracy is not really an issue. This build makes the gun sound and feel a little bit better, although the magazine is still rather low despite the addition of ammo stock. The Astilla is a shotgun that wants to be an explosive rifle and should be treated as such. While still generally a close-range weapon due to travel time and fall-off, the weapon fits a heavy rifle fairly well, and I found myself eventually warming to the weapon. I definitely recommend that you try it out yourself and see what interesting builds you could come up with to push the boundaries the weapon already tries pushing itself. Thanks for watching.